What's up, y'all? How you doing? I'm Trenius, and you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. What do we always say? Divine powers are working for us because we're trying to do right. Yes, we're on the Show Love Challenge, and we're just making sure that we show love here on the Realm team. Every day when we're out, we're thinking about divine powers. You know, we're thinking about this divine power, this force being able to work with us as we try to work with other people and do these random acts of kindness. And you know, just trying to show love, try to commit acts of kindness so that maybe you can brighten somebody else's day, which in return will brighten your own. So 5 signs you are bougie. Oh man, I think I lost at least 1, 2, 3. I lost a whole lot of subscribers when I first even made this banner and uploaded it to Instagram. I don't think nobody likes to be called bougie. You know, I don't even like the term. I just had to name it because it's a popular term. I think it's in the slang dictionary. I don't know. My computer couldn't look it up because the content, you know, it wouldn't let me go through that website. But anyway, bougie. How many of you heard the song Bad and Boujee by Migos? Yeah, that was a popular song, Bad and Boujee. And I think that it really made a lot of people feel bigger and better than they were before the song came out. So it's a new day now, and we want to talk about this thing, being bougie, and how it makes you bougie. 5 signs that you are bougie. First things first is your confidence will be mistaken for arrogance. Now I know it's kind of hard to decipher. You know, you don't know whether somebody's being arrogant or not, or whether they're being confident. You know, I always look at it like this, and I have friends around me that agree to this because they look at it in the same way. But the way I see confidence is, it's like an inner working or a process that makes you feel good on the inside. Like, it really has a lot to do with the inside. Like, confidence is something that you well up out of the wellspring of your inner self, you know, because you're always trying to make yourself better, other people's lives better, in the world a better place. And like, you just come to this complete consensus that you are able to achieve whatever task that is before you, or you have it in you to step up to the defense and say, you know what, I'm gonna score a touchdown. You know, it's more subtle. You know, being confident is more humble-ish. You know, it's like when you see a confident person, you can feel that they're a confident person. Like, you can feel it, like when the person is not speaking or doing things out of arrogance, because they're always bringing themselves back down to just confidence. And yeah, this is a sign to know that you're a bougie, but you know, one way to really bring yourself out of the clouds, because I know, you know, your balloon is filled with helium, you know, and sometimes it gets so heavy it starts to pick you up and you start to just ride up to the clouds with it. But you know, there'll always be some sign in the universe around there to say, hey, come down here, come right here. This is where you belong. This is your level of balance. This is equilibrium. You know, this is the Libra scale. And so you have this inner knowing that when you're too overboard, you bring the arrogance down back to confidence. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the best way I can explain it. But that is definitely a sign that somebody is bougie, because they have this high sense of arrogance and they've taken their confidence to a whole new level and just made themselves like the type of person that's turning the nose up at everybody else and stuff like that. Like, you ain't better than me type of feel. Another thing that I found out that makes a lot of people bougie is just having a tendency to isolate themselves whenever they feel like it. You know, a lot of bougie people, feel with like high levels of confidence that has become arrogance or something like that. They have this sense that they can just separate themselves anytime they want. I know a lot about this because I'm still working on this today as an individual who's trying to make themselves better, other people's lives better, in the world a better place. But people that are bougie tend to just be able to just break ties with people when they have not even tendency to just break formation for brainless reasons or irrational reasons, or simply because their ego jumps in and say, hey, you're better than this person, or hey, this person is not like you in this much manner or form or fashion, so you need to isolate yourself quickly. And that usually is not right, because you have to have a great sense of understanding, especially before you cut yourself out of obligations and stuff that you're committed to or that you have invested your time in. Me personally, I've never been a person who wanted to invest my time in something all to take it back in a split second. Like that, I've never been a quitter like that. You know, I'll go maybe a week or two and then I'll probably quit. But I've never been a person to where, you know, everything that I had a isolated mentality about, like whether that's not eating around anybody at lunch, or, you know, belonging to myself when I'm in Barnes and Nobles reading a book and not want anybody to come up and disturb me, or, you know, going out places, not wanting my friends to come around or anything like that. You know, what really makes you bougie in this situation is when you do not give people the time of day just because of irrational beliefs that you have in that very moment. All for the sake of you fueling your ego just to make you feel powerful in that moment. Another sign that will show that anybody's bougie or that you're bougie, I hope you're not REM team member, but we're just, you know, identifying some things that really stand out and they could be changed, you know, and they could be configured into something more suitable for everybody to be able to comprehend. And this next sign is not hearing the opinions and the suggestions and advice of other people, your critics, everybody around you, people that's telling you you're on the edge, people that's told you over and over exactly what the problem is. You know, that's how you can turn out to become bougie, when you just deny the fact that people are seeing you every day. They have a say so, because it's people who make us who we are. If whether you're an entrepreneur, business person, whether you're intellect or whatever, people really make you who you are. If you didn't have a classroom to teach, they would not see you as this great teacher. You know, if you didn't have fans to listen to your music, they would not see you as a great singer. If you did not have people that watch your YouTube channel, they would not see you as a great teacher. And so people really make us who we are. So for anybody to get to the level in their career where they just begin to cut people off, or in their life where they just begin to cut people off, you know, and not hear their opinions and not, you know, value their judgments, not hear their suggestions, you know, your fans, if you be the type of person that's starting to have fans, you get to such a high pedestal point that you feel like I don't have to listen to my fans no more, I can do what I want to do, then you bougie. And not only bougie, but I can call you a lot more words too, but we being nice, we're being nice. Number 4, you only like the expensive things. Now I know it's good to like the best quality, you know, I know it's good to shop in the Whole Foods stores and all that good stuff, to wear the nicest fabrics. These things are great, these things are wonderful, but you become bougie when you allow yourself to feel like those are the only things you're tied to. So you mean to tell me you can't wear a Hanes t-shirt anymore, like just to be wearing it? You mean to tell me you don't like to wear sweatpants because you feel like you have $1 million now, you don't have to, since because you can buy other stuff, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that because you got this, you don't need to do this no more because you do this. So you just gonna leave the hood and never come back anymore and just say hey or nothing? Then you got to a point where you becoming bougie, and that's just, you know, a psychological disorder and your ego. And number 5, last but not least, when your people around you, when your friends tell you that you're bougie, and you start getting to a point you feel like you look better than your friends, you start getting to a point where you start valuing yourself more than you value your friends, rather than treating everybody the way you want to be treated, you are downright bougie. This is when bougie has just gotten out of order. It's a disrupt, you know, it's catastrophic. It's really causing trouble in your friends' life. Like I said, you get to a point where they can start calling you bougie, other people start calling you bougie, all the signs is around you, all the arrogance is way up here in the clouds and all this good stuff, you know, you're not valuing people's opinions and suggestions and stuff like that. You bougie, you downright bougie. So if you want to keep yourself from being bougie, you know, because I know being a confident person, being a REM team member here on the infamous Living REM Network, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, but being a REM team member and having such great confidence, it's kind of easy to get tied into that bougie mentality. So it's very best that we have somebody like, you know, ourselves and people around us, like-minded individuals, to remind us who we are, where we are, and where we're going, you know, where we're needed to be, you know. And so it's very important that we begin to control and take control of our day, you know, and take control of our life, and most of all, taking control of our character on the inside and what makes us who we are on the inside, because we're always trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, and the world a better place. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope this message resonated with you. I tried to be a little easy with it. You know, I know the topic is very controversial, bougie, bad and bougie. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next 24 hours. This sun is beaming, guys, and I gotta go get me something to eat. I'll see y'all later.